This might have been somewhat addressed previously. Thank you, Julian. But can you comment on the liquidity of these NFTs, especially in the secondary market, once a token is minted and then sold? Because I think a common perception is that NFTs and intangibles, such as virtual land or painting, could be less liquid than, let's say, crypto or stocks. So what actually motivates people to buy NFT, especially in the secondary market, when one could say the chances of making a return on investing in NFT could be lower? And as you said, it seems like Fusion NFTs are a growing trend, but for the non-Fusion NFTs, like why would people buy them, especially? Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's a very good question. I'll first answer why people would buy a well, in the case of intangible assets, it would be hybrid NFTs, right? Look, when you buy a piece of land in Decentraland, and this is something that I still kind of struggle with myself. I don't think that the NFTs actually come with a proper licensing agreement giving you special real world legal protection over what you bought in the virtual world. Okay, and that's why I struggle with actually spending so much money on a piece of land in the virtual world. Now, all of us know, you and I know, that virtual worlds you can create an infinite number of virtual worlds, and you can have infinite amount of land in the virtual world. The only reason why something can be valuable in any particular virtual world is only because everyone is aggregating in that space, right? And because there is population, and therefore you can actually use those pieces of land to then generate other kinds of revenues, albeit in the virtual world, that you would think that it will become valuable to you. Okay. Now, I've been asked many times about buying a piece of land in Decentraland or in Sandbox, so that we can set up our gallery where our NFTs, both Fusion and hybrid NFTs, can be displayed. But my answer is always this. Roblox is also a virtual world, right? And it's open for anybody to go in there to build your own environment and to build your own game. Like I mentioned earlier, my son builds games in Roblox. Nike has built their gallery in Roblox. That is a virtual world where everything is free. I like that virtual world because they already have millions of users, and which means that if you were to hold a concert there, or if you were to do a gallery there, there will be people who will be coming to you. Now, again, off the top of my head, as far as I remember, Decentraland has something like 18,000 active users. Sandbox has like maybe 3,000 active users. It makes you wonder, why would pieces of land in these two virtual worlds be so valuable if there are only so few active users, when you could easily go to Roblox where the land is free, you can build your environment for free. And in fact, Roblox will pay you Robux if people were to come into your land and play your game, right? So why? What is the real world reason for you to go and buy something like that? So that's the question to your first, so the answer to your first question. Now, with respect to your second question, which is regarding liquidity and why would somebody buy NFTs instead of buying crypto, my answer to you would be actually quite simple. Putting aside all of my concerns about what you actually get when you buy a piece of land in Decentraland or in Sandbox, you have to look at it from this perspective. Okay, in the real world, we all know that at foreign exchange, currencies are the most liquid, and then followed by stocks, and then followed by land and real estate. But still, people would rather buy real estate, even though it's less liquid, than shares or than currencies, because it's something that they're familiar with, it's something they're comfortable with, and they're happy to kind of be forced to hold on to it for an extended period of time, because of the lesser liquidity, is less likely to be fluctuating as rapidly. But again, of course, in the crypto world, I have to make some qualifications. But presumably, these people feel that there will be less volatility, and therefore they feel more comfortable holding on to these assets. And they may be right, because, like, for example, as far as the CryptoPunks are concerned, even today, whilst all the cryptocurrencies have dropped by between 30 to 50%, a lot of the CryptoPunks, especially the rare ones, still find buyers, right? So notwithstanding what I think the value is in these things, but nonetheless, as long as there's someone else willing to buy from you, you can still create value out of it. And I think the short answer to your question is that because they think there's less volatility, they think that they can hold the value over and over a volatile period. They feel that it's something that they're more comfortable holding. I think that's the only simple answer to that question.